Hi everyone, it's Maggie, and I have a project share to show you. Diana, who is Sparemarbles2012, has a friend, Patsy, who is battling cancer, and she has asked for some ATCs to send to Patsy during, I think, the chemo sessions. Patsy and some of the women that she is going through in the group, or I'm not sure if it's sessions or if there's like a group, what do you call it? Just a group that gets together and helps each other through everything. She's teaching them how to do ATCs, and she was hoping to get a few to give out to the other women as some inspiration as they're learning how to make them. So I made 6 to send to Diana for Patsy, and these are my very first ATCs, and I think they came out okay. A couple of them I really like, and a couple, like I said, I think they came out okay. So let me show you what I did. This first one, I covered it with paper, and I stamped Dream on there. I took a small photo of a little vintage girl that I transferred to muslin, and I just framed it with some flat back pearls and some AB bling on the bottom, a little piece of trim I had, and one of these little appliques that I got from Crafty Nita. And this was a little piece of bridal trim that I had left over from one that I had used and cut out, and that was the leftover little piece. So that's my first one. And then this one, I used some paper. I distressed the edges with some distress ink, and I stamped this little Prima stamp, and it says Journey at the top. I added this tiny little trim on the bottom and this beautiful piece of trim on the top, and then I added flat back pearls. This is a little tile that I think this one Lily made, and it's a woman, and it says Paris on there, although you probably can't see that. And she did a beautiful job on it. And I had this little piece of leftover trim, and I added a couple doodad flowers. This is one little piece of trim. I used a lot of my little pieces out of my trim box, and I thought that came out pretty. Okay, number 3. I added paper to this and distressed it, and I added this vintage image. I took a applique and cut it in half to make it look like a fan. I added a little piece of seam binding for a bow, and this beautiful piece of bow from One Little Dreamer trim. I just love this. It's gorgeous. And then I added some Wild Orchid Craft flowers, make it look like a little bouquet, and up in the corner I added 3 doodad flowers. So I'm not sure if after I did it, I realized I had done it, horizontally, and I'm not sure if you're supposed to do that with ATCs, but I did. So anyway, I hope it's okay. It was the only one I did too that way. And then this one, I added images to each one of them. I just thought that's just kind of my style, the vintage images. And then I added this butterfly applique, this little applique flower, a pearl in the middle, more of these little flower appliques, and I added some bling and this really pretty satin flower and a little applique behind that. So that's number 4. And then my last 2 are a little more detailed. This is number 5. And here we go with another vintage image. Paper in the back, distressing around the edges. This is a piece of lace that I cut the flower out of, and another satin flower. And at the bottom I put this tiny little trim, and I added the tiny little pearls and the doodad flowers. And then this resin, or I'm not sure if it's resin or metal, painted over white, but it's a lock and key. I added those. Those are from Melissa Francis. I added this string of bling right here, and then some more wild orchid craft flowers. I just love those. So that's my 5th one. And then my last one was actually the first one that I made. This was my first one. And I think it's my favorite. I don't know if it's because it's my first one or not. But again, I put paper in the background, and transferred image, distressed the edges. I added these little doodad flowers with the bling in the middle from Wild Orchid Crafts. I used more Wild Orchid Craft rosebuds and an open rose for her bouquet that she's holding. And then this is the other half of the medallion that I had cut out, and I distressed that a little bit with the ink. Then I added this really pretty pearl dangle from a wedding dress, and then I added the little doodad flower, and then the little dangle here, it was attached to this little tiny embroidered flower, and there were 2 of them, so I put this in the back and I added this little doodad flower. I still have to write on the backs of all of them before I send them out to Diana, but I will do that. So that's my first one and my last one. So those are my ATCs, my very first ones. I have to admit, I had a hard time. It seems like the smaller the area is for working on, the harder it seemed to be to come up with something. But once you get going, I think it does get a little easier. So that's it, Diana. I hope your friend Patsy likes these, and I will get them off to you, if not before the weekend, by this weekend. So, but I'll be talking to you anyways. So thanks everyone for watching. If you'd like, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about my ATCs. And I will see you all again soon with another project. Thanks for watching. Bye.